Good morning. I'm going to go over the answers from last night's homework. 746, 747, 748. Number 1, 4 and 1/5 times 1/2. The answer is, of course, 2 and 1/10. Number 2, 1 and 1/3 times 2/3. Change that into 4/3 times 2/3, which gave you 8/9. No need to simplify. Number 3, 2/5 times 2 and 3/4. You change that into 2/5 times 15/4. Keep adding that wrong. No, stop. Wrong. Number 3, 2/5 times 2 and 3/4 is the same as 2/5 times 11/4. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11, which gives you 22/20, which gives you 1 and 2/20, which you simplify to 1 and 1/10. Number 4, 3 and 3/5 times 1/4. 3 and 3/5 you changed into 18/5. You multiply by 1/4, you got 18/20. You simplified that to 9/10. Number 5, 2 1/2 times 4 and 1/5. You simplify that to 5 halves, 5 seconds, 5 halves, times 21/5. 5 times 21 is 105. 2 times 5 is 10. 105 divided by 10 is 10, with a remainder of 5. So it's 10, 5/10. You can simplify that 5/10 to 1/2. So it's 10 1/2 is the answer for number 5. Number 6, 1 and 1/3 times 3 and 2/3. You change that into 4/3 times 11/3 and got 44/9, which gives you the answer of 4 and 8/9. Number 7, 4 and 2/5 times 1 and 3/4 gave you 22/5 times 7/4, which gives you 154/20, which simplifies down to 7 and 7/10. Because you got the 7 and 14/20 and simplified that. Number 8, 2 and 4/5 times 6 and 1/8. Woo! That gave you 14/5 times 49/8, which gives you 343/20, which gives you the answer of 17 and 3/20. Number 9, 1 and 5/6 times 4 and 1/3 gives you 11/6 times 13/3, which gives you 143/18, which gives you 7 and 17/18. Number 10, 2 and 3/5 times 3 and 7/8 gives you 13/5 times 31/8, which gives you 403/40, which is actually pretty easy, 403/40, because 40 times 10 is what? 400, almost there. So it's 10, you got 3 left over, 10 and 3/40. Number 11, you multiplied 1 1/2 times 2 1/2, which is the same as 3 halves times 5 halves, which is 15/4, which simplifies to 3 and 3/4. Number 12, 1 and 2/3 times 2 and 1/4 gives you 5/3 times 9/4, which gave me 45/12, which gave me 3 and 9/12, which gave me 3 and 3/4. Again? Exactly the same? Really? I don't believe it. Don't believe it, but I guess it's true. Math. Number 13, 1 2/3 times 2 and 3/4 gives you 5/3 times 11/4, gives you 55/12, gives you the final answer of 4 and 7/12. To the page, number 14, Alexandra made a rectangular quilt. Thank you, Alexandra. We multiplied 3 1/4 feet times 2 and 3/4 feet, which gives us 13/4 times 11/4. 13 times 11 again. 2 questions in a row with that. 143/16 gave me the answer of 8 and 15/16. Lainey bought grapes. We're going to multiply 1 2/3 times 2 1/4, which gives us 5/3 times 9/4, which gives us 45/12, which gives us 3 9/12. And the answer is simplified to 3 3/4. Mrs. Plesich. All right. She had 17 3/4 ounce bag of chocolates. Took out 1 1/4 ounces for the recipe, which gives her 16 and a half. We're gonna multiply, and then she's gonna use a quarter of that. So we're gonna multiply. Rearranging my shirt here in the middle of the video. 16 and a half times a quarter. I did a okay. We give 16 and a half, so it gives you 33 halves. It gives you 33 halves times 1/4 is 33 eighths. Simplify it 4 1/8. 17. Write and solve a real world problem. Write yours in the comments below. Thank you. With the answer. 18. How does multiply mixed numbers differently? Because they're harder. All right. I'm going to turn this off and start the next lesson. Bye.